So we had somebody asking about getting the bolt in here.
Yeah, because this is a bolt-on neck. There's no glue.
Do the bolts fit through? Do you have a bolt?
I have an extra one.
Yeah.
So they don't even fit through here, the ones that I use anyways, because I like these bigger heads. I don't need a washer. They can just go against the block like that. They won't crush the block. Anyways, I obviously can't reach my hand inside the sound hole to get to those bolts, but I can use a long tool through the end pin hole to get to those bolts. So well, I'll show you the tool first maybe. This is just an aluminum 3/8 inch rod, and I drilled a small hole that was slightly smaller than the Allen key. I chopped off an Allen key and drove it into the hole basically. So the points of every corner of the Allen key sort of wedged into the rod. So it's in there, it's glued in there. And then on the other end I have a big wooden handle. So this is the length of basically the body of the guitar plus a bit more. And it allows me to reach those bolts through there. The other thing is, obviously the bolts don't fit through those F-holes. And I like sound ports. So the sound port not only functions as an acoustic feature, but it's also where the bolts fit through. And I can see what's going on in there. Maybe do you want to focus? I'll get a light on in there. Can you see the heel block where the bolts are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My focus there.
There we go. So now I can loosen them off. That should just about do it. There we go. So now those bolts, I can push them through, and instead of having them clatter around inside the guitar, I can actually use this tool, which is a really fancy tool. It took me a long time to make this. It's a stick with a magnet glued on the end of it. So I don't actually need to take these out right now, but
yeah, so you would just reach in there.
I would push the bolt, yeah, and then pull the bolt through.
There you go.
Yeah, and the same way. Reverse, putting the neck back on. And that's it. Simple as that. It makes, you could do this with an archtop guitar too.
Right.
Same concept.
What happens if you don't have a sound port?
Well, you need to use smaller bolts, probably. It would be more of a pain in the butt, for sure.
Or, so there you go. What do you do instead? Let's get it in focus. There we go. Just put a plate
There's an access hole
on there, and then there's an access hole to get in.
Which doesn't make much sense to me, but...
Right, which really doesn't make sense if you could just have a sound port and the access hole at the same time.
Sorry.
Cool. This one looks really sweet though.
Who made it?